My name's Alexa Zeller, and the title of my book was Med Head by James Patterson and Hal Friedman. The main character's father is Hal Friedman, and he helped write the book to further his son's story and help people out there like him. And his friend was James Patterson, who is an author. Have you ever wondered what it's like to have so many things wrong with you that sometimes your own family doesn't want to be around you? Well, Corey Friedman did. He knew what that felt like. He had Tourette's starting from when he was 5 years old. It started off with just his head rolling and turned into several different things, like outbursts, which he didn't have very many of, but he had a lot of tics that were like body movements that made him do all sorts of different things, like throw his arms out or do a set of hops to get somewhere, or just crazy things that even hurt him sometimes because he just couldn't stop doing them, and he did them over and over. He'd twist his back over and over and then sprain it. He'd have to go to the hospital and be put out to stop these things, which was also like came from his OCD that he had, which could be many different things also, as in you have to touch something a certain amount of times or just anything, which also led to depression because, of course, if you're not like everyone else, you can't have a normal childhood, you're going to be depressed, and that just added to his medicines that different doctors kept prescribing him. And he was prescribed like over 60 medicines, and just none of them worked, and he just had to keep doing them over and over, and it was 13 years that he took these medicines and finally decided that he didn't want to do that anymore. They obviously weren't working. So he went to several rehabs and found a way to get off all these medicines and all the different things. And he was able to go back to school because he hadn't been able to go to school for a whole day because his tics were so bad and people made fun of him. He didn't have good friends. The only friends that he had were druggies and alcoholics. And when he realized that that wasn't the path that he wanted to go down and he wanted to fix his life, he realized that he needed to make a change. And he was the one who suggested to his parents that he wanted to get off the meds, that he didn't want to do that anymore. And of course they went along with it, because who wants their kid to be on that many meds? Who wants their kid to feel like that? They didn't know what to do. And so after 13 years of all that, he went through his rehabs, he got back to school, got good grades, he was really smart, and people wanted to be his friend, and his parents were happy for him and everything. And so after a little while, all his tics stopped, like everything stopped. And it was off the meds, like the meds didn't help one bit, and once he got off them, his meds helped. Like his meds didn't help, and since all that, like they realized that if they didn't have the meds, he probably would have stopped a long time ago. But even though he went through all that, I think this book is really inspiring, and it just shows that you don't have to be all messed up on medicine to fix yourself. You don't need other substances to feel better, to fix your problems. Like, just work through them or stick them out. His family is like amazing for sticking with him through everything. That was really awesome of them. If everyone had a family like that, I don't know, the world would be a better place, I guess.